And here we go. The next 3.5 episodes take us down a deeper, more complex path as the show truly matures. The humour we've come to love takes a step back and cracks begin to show in the group dynamic. Not just because Nick is away, but because everyone is navigating their own struggles. With all that said, let's dive into this episode and unpack the challenges, triumphs, and emotional weight of the journey ahead. Setting the stage. This episode takes us on an emotional roller coaster. Nick heads to Menorca with his Aunt Diane and her family, leaving Charlie to face his struggles alone. The sea conversation lingers in Charlie's mind, and escalating tension with his mum pushes him further into isolation. He begins cutting out friends, skipping more meals, and withdrawing completely. Tori notices something is wrong after seeing Charlie's online search and reaches out to Nick. Despite Nick's efforts to support Charlie, being miles away limits what he can do. Nick, overwhelmed, opens up to Diane, who provides the clarity and reassurance he needs. Meanwhile, Al and Tao confront Tao's fear of abandonment, leading to a heartfelt declaration of love. Isaac, feeling overlooked by his friends, struggles with frustration and loneliness, even as he notices Charlie's downward spiral. GCSE results. It's results day, and we kick things off with an adorable moment between Mr. Ajay and Mr. Farouk. Watching Mr. Farouk start to loosen up around Mr. Ajay is such a treat. Even when he quickly snaps back into his strict teacher mode, as students start arriving, the playful shoulder nudge with Mr. Ajay adds a light-hearted touch. Their dynamic never fails to make me smile. As for the group, most of them receive good news. Al, Nick, Imogen and Sahar are thrilled to have passed, and even Tori seems unbothered by her solid results. Tara, on the other hand, aces everything, but looks visibly stressed out about it. A feeling that only intensifies when Mr. Ajay encourages her to join the Oxbridge prep group. Darcy's reaction stands out the most. She glances at her results and hides them away. Nothing specific comes of this during the season, but it's a subtle hint at her motivations for wanting a gap year. Isaac's breaking point. Isaac's growing frustration with the group comes to the surface. He shows up to spend time with his friends, only for them to forget their plans and prioritise other things.
Guys, I thought we were all going to Nando's to celebrate results. That's like the only reason that I'm here.
Oh my god.
When Charlie hesitates to eat with him, Isaac misinterprets this rejection and walks away, feeling even more sidelined. Later, during a group movie night, Isaac feels like a third wheel, watching Tao and Al's romance unfold while being pushed off the bed. Feeling unseen, Isaac leaves, and it's only then that Tao and Al realise they've overlooked him. Isaac tries to reach out to Charlie, but his frustrations unintentionally make it harder for Charlie to open up. Despite sensing something is deeply wrong, Isaac struggles to bridge the gap. They share a brief moment of connection watching a movie, but when Charlie doesn't follow up, it confirms Isaac's fears. He's still alone, and we see how hard it is when he's not feeling valued or included. Growing concerns. After encouraging Charlie in the previous episode, Tori is eager to check in and see how things went. She's smug but genuinely happy that Charlie has something so positive in his life. When Charlie starts to open up to her about his conversation with Nick in the sea, Tori's initial amusement shifts to concern. She's clearly worried, but before the moment can go any further, their mum walks in and derails everything. Their mum immediately chastised Charlie for not cleaning up, which quickly escalates into an argument. Tori tries to step in and calls out their mum for being too harsh. Her intervention backfires, turning the whole exchange into a chaotic shouting match. It's clear that this is not a healthy way to address any of the issues, and while their mum does briefly acknowledge that she often says the wrong thing, that doesn't undo the damage. For Tori and Charlie, the situation only worsens. As the days pass, Charlie's struggles become more apparent, and Tori's concern deepens. Her worry builds to the point where she feels compelled to hug Charlie and tell him that she loves him, a rare display of vulnerability for Tori. She doesn't fully understand what's happening, but she knows enough to sense that things aren't right. When their mum asks Tori to get Charlie for dinner, claiming that Tori might have better luck, It feels like an unfair burden to place on her. Nevertheless, Tori goes to Charlie and discovers what's been weighing on his mind. Realizing the severity of the situation, she reaches out to Nick for help. It's a desperate move, born out of the knowledge that their parents aren't equipped to provide the support for Charlie at this point. While it's unclear what she expects Nick to do from so far away, it's a testament to her love for Charlie and her desperation that she has to find someone to try and help. Going off the deep end. Charlie's downward spiral in this episode is painfully evident, and the depth of his struggles is both heart-wrenching and beautifully portrayed. Every small moment adds up to paint a picture of someone feeling utterly overwhelmed, yet trying desperately to hold it together, and just running out of steam. We're given a glimpse into Charlie's inner world with his daydreams about Nick. It's a brief escape from reality, imagining a carefree moment where they exchange I love yous repeatedly. It's sweet and romantic, offering a fleeting sense of comfort. But that comfort is quickly shattered by his mum's nagging, pulling him back into a reality he's finding harder and harder to cope with. He starts lying to his friends more often, cutting them out, and leaving their messages unanswered. The connections that once ground him are now slipping away, not because he doesn't care, but because he can't find the energy to maintain them. One particularly telling moment is when he tries to send a picture of himself to Nick, but can't even manage a proper smile. And the fact that he gives up shows just how low he's feeling. At home, things are no better. Charlie can't seem to communicate with his parents, and the tension in their relationship keeps building. His frustrations with his mum reaches a boiling point, leading to repeated arguments and yelling. These clashes highlight how much he's bottling up, with no safe outlet for his emotions. Or so he thinks. Perhaps the most concerning part of his behaviour is his relationship with food. Charlie is skipping more meals than normal. It's a way for him to maintain some sense of control in a life that feels increasingly out of his hands. What's truly shocking is that his parents don't seem to notice. How are they missing all of these signs? It's a glaring oversight that makes Charlie's struggles feel even more isolating. And then comes the breakdown and confession. This moment is devastating and raw, showcasing some of the best acting in the entire series. Charlie's emotions are laid bare, and the tension is palpable as he struggles to articulate what he's feeling. It's the kind of scene that leaves you holding your breath, waiting for him to speak, even if you already know what's coming. The combination of vulnerability, pain, and desperation in this moment is unforgettable and underscores just how much he's been carrying alone. This part of Charlie's journey is incredibly tough to watch, but also deeply moving. It's a stark reminder of how important it is to notice the signs, to listen, and to be there for people we care about. I also think it highlights how important it is to make people feel safe so that they do open up when they need to. So far away. Nick spends the episode feeling distant and helpless, physically far away from Charlie, but emotionally tethered to him. While he participates in the holiday with his Aunt Diane and her family, it's clear his thoughts are elsewhere. The episode begins on a high note, with Nick coming out to his aunt and uncle.
I was just talking to my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend? Well, we have a lot to catch up on, don't we?
The reaction is wonderfully warm and accepting. They're eager to hear how Nick and Charlie met and excited of the prospect of meeting him someday. Nick wants to reach out to Charlie to check in and to see how he's really doing, but the lingering tension from their conversation in the sea makes him hesitant. His fear manifests in a vivid daydream where Charlie joins him on the holiday, only to be overwhelmed by the buffet. It's a heartbreaking insight into how deeply Nick is worried. In an effort to lighten the mood, Nick sends Charlie a playful poolside selfie. As the holiday continues, Nick misses Charlie more with every passing day, and his concerns means that he broaches the topic of eating disorders with his aunt, though he can't bring himself to explain why he's asking. When Tori's message arrives, alerting him to how bad things are, Nick immediately tries to contact Charlie. They finally connect, but Nick's usual ability to comfort and fix things falters. The distance is too great, he doesn't know what to say, and his words can't reach Charlie in the way he hopes. The call ends with Charlie hanging up, leaving Nick feeling powerless. It's on the beach that Nick finds solace in Aunt Diane. Finally opening up, he pours out his fears about Charlie and his own feelings of helplessness. He admits he doesn't know how to handle the situation, especially when he can't even convince Charlie to confide in his parents. Diane is a beacon of support, allowing Nick to vent until he's emptied out all his worries and frustrations. She offers him the reassurance and wisdom he needs, empowering him to realise that while he can't solve everything, he can still be there for Charlie in a meaningful way. This moment between Nick and Diane is a powerful reminder of the importance of a support system and a safe space. Diane's comfort gives Nick the strength to continue being there for Charlie, even if the way forward isn't as clear-cut as he'd hoped. It's an important step in Nick's journey, showing that sometimes just being present and offering unwavering love is the most valuable thing you can do. Codependence. The theme of codependence runs strongly through this episode, weaving its way into the dynamics for both Nick and Charlie and Tao and Elle. For Tao and Elle, their summer of romance is sweet, but it's also becoming all-consuming. They're so wrapped up in each other that they're missing the signs of what's happening with Isaac and Charlie. Even when Elle steps away to help Darcy settle into her new room, her focus remains on Tao, consistently bringing him up in conversation. Tara eventually calls Elle out for it, encouraging her to just be with them. With Nick and Charlie, the signs of codependence are even more pronounced. Aunt Diane, in her conversation with Nick, gently points out how unhealthy this level of dependence is.
And I know that it feels like you are each other's whole world, but that dependency isn't healthy for anyone.
While her words provide Nick with comfort and perspective, it's clear that both he and Charlie have significant work to do to find a healthier way of supporting each other. This exploration of codependence adds a layer of complexity to the episode, highlighting the importance of maintaining individuality and external support systems within a relationship. It's a reminder that while love is powerful, it can't always solve everything on its own. Both couples have room to grow, and it will be interesting to see how they navigate these challenges moving forward. This episode marks a shift in Heartstopper's tone, delving into more complex themes and emotional territories. It's hard to watch at times, but it's also a testament to the show's commitment to telling authentic, relatable stories. From Isaac's frustrations to Charlie's breakdown and Nick's heartfelt confession, every character's journey adds to the emotional depth of the episode. As tough as it is to see the characters struggle, it's moments like these that make Heartstopper so impactful. These stories remind us of the power of connection, compassion, and understanding. And as the season continues, we can only hope to see these characters find their way back to each other and themselves. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next breakdown. And as always, thanks for watching, and let's see what other secrets we can uncover next time on Nerdy Investigations.